What's up, amigos? Commander Jaime here today, and I'm super excited to have the opportunity to interview the champion from BCS Philippines, Kendo. Kendo, do you want to say something or say hi?
Konnichiwa, everyone. This is Kendo Matsuda, and thank you so much, Commander Jaime, for inviting me with this interview session.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we've kind of known each other over the years, but like through social media. You have your own YouTube channel, and I think you're running your own community events that you want to like do a quick plug in.
Oh, yes. So, everyone, I have a YouTube channel. Just search for Drag Kendo. So I'm a Loard fan, so Drag Heart. So I made it Drag Kendo. And I've been uploading weekly for our standard Vanguard standard format finals. And some just BCS or personal vlogs for you to enjoy about card games, of course.
Awesome. And I'll put everything in the description too, so people can easily find you as well. Awesome. And so for the interview, I typically, like to get to know players a little bit. So like, can you tell us a little more about your community, where you're from?
Okay, so I'm from Philippines and I live here in Cagayan de Oro City. So it's the lower part in the Philippines, and we have not so much like a big community. We only have like 20 players here playing Vanguard, or maybe around active players around 12. So it's not much, but I'm very proud of this community because we have a lot of players who's champion here, Vanguard BCS champion, not just here in the Philippines but also in Singapore. So especially this year, 3 of us in this city, my Spring Fest teammates. So the 3 of us will go and compete into Worlds.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm very proud of this small community, but I can proudly say that we are good. We are good.
A very good quality, like a nucleus set of players too. Definitely. No, that's always good too, because it's something. I mean, the numbers do help, but like it's also like the people that you play on a day-to-day basis or week-to-week basis too. That's awesome. So I guess that kind of leads to my next question. Like, how did you prepare, or like what was your mindset going into this BCS?
Well, how I prepare for this BCS is I actually main Loard, so I was playing with one of the top players of Card Fight Vanguard, also one of my close friend, which is Shan Choa. I'm pretty sure some of these people already know him because he top 8 at Worlds in last I forgot, in Japan, and he already went to Worlds again in US. So he's my sparring partner, and at first I want to use Loard, and then he beat me like 5-0 using Thavas, and he keeps on telling me that Thavas best deck, Kendo, and don't be too loyal. If you want to Japan, use Thavas. So I realized after how many games that Thavas is kind of unfair compared to the other V decks. So yeah, I practiced Thavas, and the funny thing is I got Thavas in Tuesday. So we have here the memes. When I won using Thavas, I'll just shout or chat Thavas fan since last Tuesday, because I just got the deck Tuesday, and by Friday I have my flight to Manila. So I only have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, days to practice the deck, to pilot the deck. So every night I just keep on doing mirror match against Sean, sometimes for Dane, asking how to do the combos and stuff, because when you're using Loard and transferring to Thavas, it's kind of different. It's very different, like the play style, and card skills. Because in Loard, you can just 3 attacks, 4 attacks only, and force marker. However, in Thavas, there's so much going on during the turn. Especially, you have to rest. You have to think about the rest for the numbers. So one of the key points in preparing for the Thavas is, instead of memorizing the or basically counting the power column, I am forced to memorize their attack power, so that when I play in BCS, it won't take time. Because if you're not, especially when you're using a new deck, you're not used of this power, like 15 plus 23, 15 plus 13. So sometimes it would take time. So the best thing that I do is, the best thing that I did for Thavas is I just memorized their power column. Like, okay, this is 24 with Axel 29. So it's still it's autopilot, but I still misplay sometimes. But Thavas is a deck that even if you misplay, or even if you didn't like swing for the perfect power, it still won't punish you because you're getting a lot of draws. You're getting a lot of value.
Still keeping
of
the hand advantage.
Yes, you have a lot of hand advantage. So and you filtered your deck, so still gonna hit some triggers to rescue you.
Yeah.
So I guess that's my way for me to prepare for how many days only. And in standard, because I compete to format, so I am very confident and very focused on standard format first, because that's the main format that I play right now. Because it's kind of basic, so it's more easy to play standard, to be honest, than V premium, especially dice roll. So standard, it's like OT to win or triggers to win, but in V format, if you go first, you have the advantage. So I don't have any high expectation on V, but it was reversed. So in standard, I did bad. I got X2. All of my loss is against overtrigger, and in V premium, the practice session paid off. So just keep on practicing.
Yeah, I was gonna say too, like, even though you had the deck for a few days, but you get to spar against somebody that knew what they were doing, and you got to learn from them, and then also they teach you like the combos, and you took the time to memorize key things, so it wouldn't take you as long in the event too. So that's super helpful for real.
Yeah, that's one of the
from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yes, that's actually the shortcut. If you have some play group that's an expert on that deck, and if you keep playing with them, you'll know the deck in real quick.
Yeah, and I mean, you'll know enough to play it well too, and it's okay to make a few mistakes here and there, which you admitted to, and that happens. You know, it's just like you've only had it for a few days, but you did your best, and it really served you well. So thank you for pointing that out as well.
Yeah.
So I think we can dive into more of your lists at this point. So, is there any key things that you want to point out specifically, and you can navigate around your list too? Yep.
Okay. So for this list, I run Battle Siren Adelaide. So I'm not sure if everyone is running this, but this list, Sean gave me this list, and the reason for Adelaide is because there are games that you're not able to draw the Pursuit Assault, and Pursuit Assault is a very good card. Pursuit Assault, so it rests 2 cards. So when there are times that you're not able to draw this Pursuit Assault, so Adelaide is a big help, because she can rest herself and another rear guard, so you're not asking for this counter +1 stand +5k. The one that values her is she and 1 rear guard can be rested, and Thavas skill rest, so you already achieved the 3 rested rear guards. Because there are games, I'm pretty sure Thavas player understand this, there are games that you can't draw Pursuit Assault, and you're just stuck in Thavas turn during grade 3, and it really sucks if it breaks, and you're not able to superior ride, or go into it. Affects the game really.
Yeah, I feel like 9 times out of 10 you just lose at that point.
Yeah, that's true. Because
at least in my experience.
It's only 12k, and you can't spam some axle markers, so you really need to hit. You really need to hit Lambros. That's the important thing. So I just run to, and it helps me in some games. So I guess my build is the same to like other champions, so using Thavas. So the only difference here, I guess, is I'm not running the Genovius.
Oh yeah, I was about to ask that. What was your thinking about Genovius?
I mean, the card is strong. It's good. But my mindset for this deck is I rather G-assist rather than riding the Genovius. So I want to be more consistent. So I only run Thavas. That's the main priority. Fortunately, for the whole BCS game, I did not misride. I always ride Thavas.
That's good.
Yeah, and so this card is MVP, helping you to search the ideal grade 1 to ride. This one, search for Thavas. And because also one of the reason is if ever we put Genovius of this build, it's very hard to minus or to remove some list. Example, this one. If you want to remove Dennis, then sometimes it's very useful. I mean, it's a free card. It's a +1 card for free for your Thavas. And I don't want to minus Adelaide also. If you can't, at least you still have Adelaide. Because some players are very smart. If they see Pursuit Assault, they would do anything to remove that thing. So it's very good to have a backup plan. So this for your draw, looking for something, and this one is for plan B if no more Pursuit Assault. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you wanted the consistency of being able to rest 3 cards, so that way you get to your Lambro still, and then that's super important because you don't want to brick whatsoever.
Yes, that's the priority. So yeah, really also there are games that you're forced to call Pursuit Assault just for you to draw that one card. For example, if you don't have Thavas in your hand, you really need sometimes to force to use Pursuit Assault just to hopefully that you can draw Thavas. So. Or this one, Baragia. So yeah, Baragia. Just about priorities.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that makes a lot of sense too. And there's only so much wiggle room with Thavas too. And usually I look at like the cards like Adelaide or Genovius and other decks that people play too. Is there anything else of the deck that you want to talk about, or did you want to go into your matchups?
Yeah, I guess this is everything for the deck because Thavas is a very popular deck right now. So a lot of people already key cards that I'm planning to point out. So all of us have the same opinion with this one. It's just I do not run the Genovius in this build. Only Thavas. Focus on Thavas.
Yeah, lately the ones that have been topping are the ones without it actually.
Yeah.
Like Jesus Herrera just topped without Genovius as well. So it's a very consistent deck. Did you want to dive into your matchups then?
All right. For my matchup, as what I remember is round 1 I was against Amurakumo, so I almost lost to that game because they have a lot of attacks. But fortunately, Thavas has a lot of draw advantage, so you can just guard it. And I cannot memorize all of my matches, but I can remember special matches or the one that maybe so. I guess before top 8 I was against an Angie, so that was a very scary game because Angie is a strong deck, and the player that I was against is the player that beated me last the last year in Springfest. So there's some personal match in that one. So all of the players in the Philippines or top players in the Philippines already knew that. All right, so this is a revenge match between these two. So yeah, but me and the guy are friends. Are good friends, so it's just like our normal rivalry thing. That all right, well, we meet again because I live in Cagayan de Oro. So in order for me to attend, I need to ride a plane and compete there. So the people there, the top players there, I only met them twice or once per year, only during this BCS event. So we cherish those bonds over the people since you're my enemy, so I'm just gonna focus on beating you. So I mean, that's a different mindset for me. It's like let's create some bond and friendship with those kind of players because we can also learn from them like that. So yeah, we're just having fun. But unfortunately, he got grade stuck. So in grade 3, I guess. So one of the key matchup is you have to know what is the deck's mission, or what's the win con of that deck. So before I used Loard, because did you remember that Loard Charon was hit or banned?
Yes.
Yeah, it is banned. So I was forced to play Angie during that time. So I already knew how to pilot Angie. I already know the mindset, the priority, the mulligan.
Knowledge.
Yes, the matchup knowledge. So one of the key things here is, for me, even if you're not 100% confident in your deck, or you have 100% mastery of your deck, as long as you know the matchup or the deck of your opponent, you can still have the advantage because you already know what's he gonna do. Okay, so I know that Angie needs 1 CB, 1 counterblast in order for Angie to function. So what I did is, so I was going second. So that thing is already scary because I went second against Angie. So I ride grade 1, I passed my turn. So he rode grade 2. He rode grade 2, 10k. Okay, so he swing, I take it. I no passed it because he didn't boost, so no pass. Then I ride grade 2, it's 9k. So I call 1G1 in the back row, swing, 1 to pass. Okay, got a trigger, all effects to the back row. So damage deny because you don't need you don't want to give them 1 counter blast because all they need is 1. So
especially if they're going first. Yeah.
So during his turn, he skipped the grade 2. So he shared to me why he did that move. So my guess was correct. He skipped the ride phase on riding a grade 3 because I know, because maybe he has a grade 3 heal in his hand and no Anji. So he can't G assist, because I was thinking he can just do G assist and ride for Anji just to farm some force marker, but he skipped the turn. So I said, oh, okay. So this is my opportunity now. So okay, I rode Thavas. Okay, no need to deny. Okay, go for aggro, doing some damage, and yeah, I was right. He guarded the grade 3 heal, and after he guarded that one, his turn, great stack, and yeah, he whiffed his assist. Yeah, so I kind of feel bad for him, but that's part of life, and I think he's X0. Both of us are X0, so even if one of us are lost, we still secure top 8. So that said, all right, let's just a good rematch in top 8. So I won that one, and then for top 8, so it's already in top 8. So he's my opponent again. So
same person.
So we get the rematch. Yeah. So we got the rematch, and both of us grade stuck in grade 1. Amazing, right? Yeah, so the players are just laughing like, oh my god, you both are very skilled on shuffling your deck. It's grade stuck. Yeah, grade stuck. So again, as long as you know the matchup, then there's no problem. So I went second again against Anji, but same strategy, right? Pass, one to pass. But at that time, he called a rear guard, so I just swing for the rear guard. So so at that time he rode Anji, but he has no counter blast. So no guard Vanguard, and then Thavas doing his thing. So I almost got decked out at that game. But Thavas is just really unfair, especially Pursuit Assault during long game. It's very unfair. Like I have 5 Axel markers at that game, and I just called all my Pursuit Assault in the Axel circle. So
yes,
and I just didn't attack my Vanguard because I already have 2 cards remaining in the deck, and my Vanguard is Thavas. So yeah, what did I do? I just called all of my Pursuit Assault and swing. So that's game.
Yeah.
And for my top 4, just against Fenrir. So I'm not familiar with the deck.
Nice.
So yeah, to be honest, I didn't study Fenrir. I don't know what does it do. All I know is they have this Denial Griffin that can retire a front row or remove and replace. So so I won that one because he was risking for like no guard. I think that was crit to win. A crit, he perfect guarded my Vanguard, and then I checked crit, so he was not able to guard that one. And he's in 4 damage, so was able to win that one.
On a Lambros drive check where you had 3 drive checks?
Yeah, Lambro check.
It'll happen.
And
more often than not.
Yeah, it will happen. Yes. Like I'm very amazed with this deck because there's a lot of crits. I mean, it's just 8 crits, but it keeps on getting there. It keeps on revealing. Maybe because they have a lot of cards that can filter and search.
Yeah.
And for some reason, if I activate the skill of Dennis, he's not calling any triggers when I use that one.
That's a good Dennis.
Yes, Dennis MVP. So he's helping the deck to filter. And
some people have a love-hate relationship with Dennis, and because Dennis equals sometimes I hate him.
Yes, it's a love and hate relationship. That's why I only run 2, because you only need that one just for +1 or another rested. So for my finals now, this is one of the most key the important key moments of my Vanguard career so far, because I was against my teammate in Springfest.
Wow!
And
finals.
He's not just a teammate. Yeah, he lives in Cagayan de Oro City as well. So basically, we are a squad. We are close. We are close friends. We knew each other for 8 years.
Yep.
Yeah, and me and that guy, his name is Robert Angelo. So he's one of the judge in Bushiroad here. He's an official judge, so he judges bro.
Oh, that's cool.
So here in our community, he's our the judge when you're asking for rulings. When you ask, you can just go to him. Yeah, and the amazing thing is, Like both of us did bad in standard format in day one, which is the format that we are very confident. So at the end of the day one, both of us are inhaling copium or already ranting that, my God, oh my God, what are we gonna do? Oh my God, we are so losers. Oh, come on, okay, tomorrow is the last chance. So let's hope that we can win this. And the day after, we are like in last round before the top 8. I saw him in the top tables and he was using Vanquisher, Dragonic Vanquisher in V Premium. And I saw him X1 and I told him, hey, you still here? You doing good? He said, yes, I'm still X1. I'm like, oh my God, one more win and both of us will take. And then we are praying that in top 8, we are in a different bracket so that we can fight in the final. So when they announced the bracket, I am here, he was there, and we are just looking eye to eye and let's do this, man. Let's do this.
That's all cool.
Let's do this. So cool. Let's do this. Let's like some kind of like anime moments, because every time I compete in BCS, he's always with me. So we share like travel plans, we share plane, we share room. So like we share like struggles or like key moments, victory. So it's very nice to see that one of your close friends are here. Both of you are fighting for champions. So the community is very hyped for that match because they're like just talking, my God, this is just locals. Why did you bring your locals here in Manila? Like they're just having fun. The judge is also having fun because the head judge there knew us from CDO. So said, oh my God, okay, so both of you are fighting. So it's a very cool moment to see, oh my God, especially in top 4, one more win. We'll see in the finals. And now, and during the finals, we're just smiling, happy, shaking hands, like, all right, both
it's a good
of us
moment
are gonna go
in.
to Japan. I'm like, oh my God, win or lose, I'm still happy because I can see my friend striving together with me. So it's already a win for us. But however, we really need that sponsored trip. We don't want to go to Japan. Right. So, but it's just a friendly match during finals. So, what happened to finals? Low guard, Thavas swing, crit power, and everyone say, "Wow!" Double. A fitting way to end my day. Thavas, Lambros double crit. So, it's all good because he's my friend, and now we're preparing. We're going to Worlds. Together. So
it's a very good feeling. Like the fact that you and your friend are both qualified, that makes it even more special. I definitely encourage you guys to take pictures, make memories, for you guys, because who knows the next time you both qualify or you qualify with another friend too. So you might as well take advantage of that too, for sure. Yeah,
because last time in 2018, I was qualified in Premium, and I was champion in Premium in 2018, while he's in third place in standard format at that time, but at that time he doesn't have a passport, so it was only me who traveled to Japan. So that's one of his regret in his life, that like I was not able to join you in World. So it's a very happy moment for us that this time, like, we have stable job, we can already afford that plane ticket or visa. So for him, so I'm also very happy for him.
No, it's a big thing too. Well, I'm glad. Happy to hear for that. Thanks for breaking down your matchups too. After the tournament, did you learn something from it, or did you feel like you reaffirmed anything about it?
Oh, well, for this, after the event, so my friend Robert Angelo, so the second place, my squad, he reassured me that he said, Kendo, we're not bad players. We just played the wrong format. That's what he said. The OT format. Because over trigger format is a standard. You know the usual trash talking about standard, like, okay, trigger OT to win, baby format. They're telling like that. So okay, we just played at the wrong format. So we realized that we're good players. We're just playing the wrong format. So starting that day, my favorite format is V Premium, not standard anymore. Because you can. In V Premium, you can, the better you are, you can feel that you are rewarded for being good in V Premium. Yes. Like they're saying that it's a dice roll format, or if you go first, you auto win, like that, or the advantage. For me, it's not. For all of my matches, maybe I only go first like 3 times out of 8 or 7 rounds. So I cannot say. It always depends on your knowledge about the matchup, and also a little bit of trigger, like that. So, however, in standard, even if all of your moves are calculated and you are prepared for that, you're always not prepared for an over trigger.
Yeah.
It messes
Just throws it out the window.
Yeah, it just messes up your logic or your understanding about the game or your guard. Preparations for the guard. Yeah, it destroys everything you learn in Vanguard. Plus 100 million.
Basically. Yeah, it can be demotivating sometimes for competitive players too, because like you practice and then all of a sudden something like the OT exists, and then you just only a few decks can deal with it, and that's only in premium. That doesn't include standard.
Yeah, it's okay if it's premium because we have some G guards that can handle those.
Yeah, more
those scary numbers.
That's true.
However, in standard, if you don't have any perfect card, then it's pretty over.
Yeah,
so
I definitely agree.
So it just reassures me that number one, Thavas best deck in V Premium. Next is I still got it. Like I'm very the confident here, the confidence. I still got it. So I can proudly say that I'm still one of the good players here in the Philippines. So because we have this thing that if you want
to yourself too.
Yeah, like you don't need to prove anything to people. You just need something like to prove to yourself that it's not a fluke.
Yeah.
Because my first champion in BCS was in 2018. So in my nothing is telling no one is telling me that it was a fluke, but in my mind, if you only won once, it's a fluke. So you need to win another one in order for you to reassure yourself that it's not a fluke. You're really good. Yeah, but I'm kinda strict to myself because when it comes to top 8, I already have a lot of top 8s. Every year I got top 8, so I'm pretty confident that I've got the top 8 skills. But however, I don't want to just settle with that. It's pretty nice like to look up players like that has a lot of tops and make you inspired. Okay, they can do it, so I can also do it. So just aim higher and be good. Be consistent.
You see it as inspiration rather than competition.
Yes. So I mean that's one of my mindset. Instead of being jealous to them, like okay, they have so many tops and I only have one top, one champion only. Just use it fuel for your motivation to strive to be better. Yeah. So I'm very happy.
No, thanks for saying. Yeah, that kind of leads me to my next question, actually. Like, for players that are maybe struggling to get their first top or even like top again or qualify again, what's some advice that you would give to them? So
my advice to the card fighters that doesn't have a top yet is don't lose hope. Trust the process and practice, familiarize. Always understand the matchup. I know memorizing cards or reading cards are very tiring, but if you love the game, it's not tiring. You're enjoying at the same time. And sometimes you need to swallow your pride because there are other players I know that is very loyal to their clan. Like for me, I'm a Loward fan, I'm a Loward main. So in V Premium, I was planning to play a Loward. So in my mindset, I rather lose using Loward than win using other decks. But however, there are friends or there are people that shows you that you need to adapt. You need to adapt in this kind of game. You need to learn other decks. You need to learn a lot of cards, memorize a lot of matchups, and then sometimes being loyal is not good because if I stick to Loward, I will not able to win because in the Philippines there's no Loward in top 8. So what I can say is it's I'm not thinking or I'm not saying that Loward is bad. Loward is actually good, but for my personal taste or my personal choice, Thavas is really better. So sometimes you have to drop this like Loward loyalty and try a new deck, which is Thavas. Because I'm not really playing an Aqua Force. That's why my friends are keep on telling me that, oh my God, Kendo, you still have misplays. I saw your match in top 8 or in top 4. You didn't use what's the skill of this one? Nerissa. You didn't use the skill of Nerissa to plus 10k Soul Blast and Stand. You still have 2 Soul. What are you doing? And I was like, yeah. I actually forgot that one. And then you still win. What the? And I said, quit power. So I felt that day that even if I had a lot of misplays, because even now, I mean, there's no perfect player. I really admire those players that don't have any misplays, that everything is smooth and calculated, because they're just really good. And I'm not in that level yet. I'm trying, but for now, no, especially when using this deck for only how many days to learn. But there are times that, I don't know, the deck is just cooperating. Like, the deck doesn't want you to lose. So there are times you have some misplays and your triggers are saving you. So you can say, oh, okay, thank you so much. So just some anime moments like that, a plot armor. So for my advice to the player, just keep on practicing, trust the process. So, and it is very important to have a good play group. So if you are in a community, you should always play with a player that is better than you. Because if you are playing with a better player, you're actually learning a lot of things from them. It's okay if you lose how many times. It's okay if you're not winning, as long as you keep on learning on that player. Because if you're gonna play with some players, some random casuals that just like not that good, you're not improving. So the worst case scenario is what you call this? This is your level. You're gonna go lower down because like so he's doing this move. So sometimes it's like a virus. So it will connect to you like that. So it's very good to have a good play group. So if you're not able to find a good players around your community, then try to like do online, like Discord, and you might be able to find some good players there. Especially in this time, you can make friends with top players here in Vanguard community, and maybe you can play test with them. They can help you. And also right now we have this thing called MetaFi like that. So there's a coaching, there's a coaching scene here that allows you to connect with good players and have them coach you. So that's one of the advice that I can give. So for the top players that wants to top again, just never lose hope and always seek for that feeling when you won for the first time. So always imagine things that the first time you won BCS as champion, the feeling when you go to Worlds. Because when you imagine that feeling every year or every before BCS, it will fuel you to do your best because you want to feel that great feeling again. So don't be just contented with one win. If you can win a lot, then go for it because it's really amazing. Not just for the victories that you are farming or you are getting, but self achievement for yourself.
Right.
Because sometimes the only thing that we need to overcome is ourselves. Like we have to overcome our limits. So never stop doing trainings and always practice. Yeah, that's my advice.
That is so big, man. Like if I were to sum it up, like for the people that are struggling to top, it's trust the process and make sure that you're playing against better players. So you're still filling in the gaps, you know? And that's so big too. Nobody is self-made, basically, with that statement too. We all learn from other people. And then what you just said for the experienced players, like the doubt can set in, but don't lose hope. Remember your successes. That makes it a lot easier in your head to make it simple and then focus what you do best, and you'll see achievement again, which I've seen with other players too. Jesus is a good example. I just interviewed Jesus, and he I think he went to Worlds and won Worlds at 2017, but he hasn't qualified since then. And he just qualified again. That self-doubt too. So that's a very good example, Tim. Yeah.
I mean,
go ahead.
Oh yeah,
you were gonna say something?
I think everyone remembers him because he's the legendary Blaster Blade.
Yes.
that legendary Aichi versus Sky finals in 2017, I guess. So yeah, it's very good to see some like old faces that coming back to World. So like for my side, it took 2018 and now it's 2023. It took 5 years for me to qualify Worlds again. So just don't lose hope. Okay. Everything has a timing. Just wait for it. I mean, just don't give up. If if your time is in 5 years and you give up for the second year, you're not gonna reach your goal. So
Right.
just don't.
You quit too soon, essentially. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, thank you for that, Kendo. I appreciate that too. Just to wrap up the interview, like, do you have any shout outs that you want to do real quick?
All right. So for the shout out, first of all, I would like to do this opportunity to thank you, to thank my supportive fiance. So I am very happy that she is very supportive with my hobby. So every time I have a BCS match, she's just there. She's not there physically, but she's chatting me that she will pray for me for me to win. And when I get one or lose, she's still there. Celebrating with me. And if I'm gonna tell her that I'm very sorry, like this time I'm busy because I'm practicing for BCS, she's a very understanding girl. So to all card fighter boys over there or girls, it's a very good thing to find supportive partner that will support your hobby instead of hindering you. Yeah, so it's a very good relationship. It can help you to motivate. You're motivated in cards, you're also happy with your love life. So it's a win-win. You're winning in card games, you're also winning in life. Best cheat code. And next would be shout out to Sean because he made me realize the Thavas best deck. So he made me put my Loward into my binder. And shout out to Mark. So the name of my deck is for Mark Kun because this is his deck.
Yeah.
So thankfully he has a complete Thavas deck. So I was able to borrow a complete Thavas, and yeah, because of him I was able to use it and make it a champion's deck. Yeah, his deck is a champion. So he was very happy. He said, I'm very happy with my Vanguard career. I said, why? Because my deck is champion. Okay, that's all good. And to all Cardfight Vanguard CDO players, so a huge shout out to them. So I know, guys, our community is not that big, but in terms of quality of players, we have a lot of good players here. So all of the new players here in CDO, continue to practice and continue to learn and continue to compete. Don't be just like, okay, it's enough for me to play in locals because I don't have any time or any budget to go to BCS. As much as possible, save money or just do some extra work. Go and compete BCS.
Right.
It's very different to play in locals than playing in nationals.
Yes.
So yeah, it can help you to become a better card fighter. That's one of the key points that I want to tell to my community. Yeah, compete international level in order for you to achieve greatness and to have a huge growth rather than just playing to locals. So come with us, guys. Let's go.
Awesome. Thank you.
Again,
any other shout-outs?
that's all.
Still? That's it for now?
That's all.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I'll have your YouTube links in the description too. So if people want to check you out or follow you, they're more than welcome to as well. So thanks again for hopping onto the channel and having the opportunity to interview you, Kendo.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jaime. Thank you for the opportunity. So yeah, this is an honor.
For sure, man. Looking forward to stay connected for the future as well. And looking forward to you to do well at Worlds as well.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. You got this. And so for the viewers, until the next time. Bye.